One of the federal agencies the president has been looking to eliminate, USAID, has been officially closed down. But the Daily Caller News Foundation has obtained previously unreported documents that show the agency shipped 11,000 viral samples to a lab in Wuhan, China, over the course of a 10-year program, even though it had no formal agreement with the lab in place, and with no apparent plan for ensuring the samples were not misdirected to bioweapons and remained accessible to the U.S. government. I did some reporting a couple months back that there was a civil war within the State Department. There was a camp that wanted to keep USAID and a camp that wanted to get rid of USAID. Jason, tell me, which camp would you be in? Do you want to get rid of USAID or not?
I think USAID is important for a lot of reasons. Number one, we just talked about Africa and we talk about soft power. I think it's good for the United States to be at the forefront of that and handing out aid to people who need it, handing out medicine, whether it's HIV medicine, keeping, a lot of these places healthy. I think it is good for our image as the leader of the world to have that soft power. I also think that, just as a God-fearing man, that, you help other people. And I think USAID was one of the outlets, major outlets for us to do that. I really quickly want to go back to that Supreme Court case.
Make it quick.
And I will, I promise. First of all, my thing is, why are we talking about things before or bringing things before the Supreme Court that are hypothetical? It seems like this has been happening more often than not. Like Justice Sotomayor said, the order doesn't exist. Why is it before the court then? Just like the web designer who was talking about the making a website for gay people, and it was like, but no one asked her to do that. And I think that's really troubling when you're going in that direction with
Chris,
things.
Bring me home on USAID.
More bad news for USAID funneling things presumably to the Wuhan Institute of Virology, the birthplace of the Wuhan Red Death that allegedly killed 7 million people. But at the same time, there's a story out today that the people at USAID that remain and the former USAID people are now engaged in an open conspiracy to undermine the Trump administration and destroy President Trump's agenda. And that's what USAID is up to today.
I'll be really fast. I'm not going to read the tease.
Very fast.
I think it's good to be a God-fearing man, but you don't have to be a government-fearing man.
Okay.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.